Hello and welcome. This is Susan Taylor Shire, Soul Mastery. I'm an intuitive counselor, coach, and I have access to the Akashic Records of your soul, which is all knowledge for all souls for all time. And this is Treasure Chest Tuesday. This is the time of the week that I get to be with you personally and directly through video to be able to talk to you about the energetic movement and what is coming to me through my guidance of wisdom, support, love, and clarity for your movement forward from this point on. And I love sharing with you. This is fantastic. So what we want to touch on today, here we are, the first part of September, which always heralds a new cycle. Yes, we have the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere about to happen, but before that, because of the shift going back to school after Labor Day in many parts of the world, we have a chance to break free of the old patterns. So it's been very intense, as you know, for the last number of months, but things are evening out and we're developing now a new platform, a new foundation. It is time for that in the next few months, but especially this month, a time for a new foundation of clarity. Whew. And, you know, it's felt like you've lost your identity. Yeah, a lot of people have been conveying this to me, that there's been a sense of who am I anymore and what is my connection, because for most of us our identity relates to the sense of connection that we have or feel we don't have, and we want so much more of that. We love psychics, intuitives, channelers. I see this all the time where people are like, wow, you can get connected to your guides, the beloveds, and all the many universal components. I'm like, I couldn't live without it, and I want you to have that connection as well, because it's what allows you to feel loved and supported and understood and seen. It's that feeling that there is this dimensionality that's with you. Because so much of what happens in our lives, as we call it manifestation, has already started at an energetic level, way before it comes into form. Not that it's totally predestined, but it starts at another level. Energy comes first, correct? So if that's the case, don't we want to be more connected to the energy field of love, divinity, abundance, all of that is there first and foremost to help bring that manifestation through, so that we are in command of the energy that brings the sunlit creation to our life. And I say command of that, there's co-creation command. We have a feeling that the energetics of our lives are anchored in us, and we feel that our life is guided. That's what we want. So this time, this month, is a time when we start to feel that foundation of feeling more guided by life, by our guidance, by the larger universal dimensions. We feel that with greater clarity, so that things can start to actually land and sink in, and we feel a sense of movement forward. Yay, this is what we want. So, two things come to mind around that, and that is this week it's been fascinating how many people that I've worked with who don't feel seen, understood, and supported by the people closest to them. And you could say, well, you know, someone might say, well, you need to go to counseling and work it out and get rid of them, or tell them what to do, or this is what I need. Those are valuable components, but if internally you hold a sense of not feeling loved, accepted, supported, seen, or understood, that is actually what you're putting out in your world, and the world will reflect that back to you, which relates to the people in your world. So you can't expect them to fill in where you don't believe it's even possible. Do you see what I mean? If you feel unloved and unwanted, done that, been there most of the first half of my life, how could I possibly attract people that deeply loved me and wanted me in their life, right? Because I didn't believe it was possible. You see how that works? The energetics come first. So what I was able to help these people with is getting that resource deep inside, especially in our beautiful, beautiful, precious, sensitive, incredible hearts. That feeling of being loved and supported and accepted. That is a real resource. Now you could say, well, that's your guides telling you that. No, it's a feeling that that guidance collective of yours lives in you, is a part of you. It's meant to be a part of you. And when it's within you and you feel reinforced by that, then you know exactly what to say to those around you to help them to fill your needs, to help them understand where you're coming from, to help them accept all that you already are. And you feel anchored in that deeply. And when you feel anchored in that deeply, you're not desperately seeking something from the people around you they don't know how to fill. Because as humans, we can't be walking in everybody's moccasins. We can't understand where they're coming from. We talk about men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That is true in many ways, and the people around us just aren't with us. But our aspects of universality of self are with us. And that is what you want to focus on claiming in this time ahead, is what are the resources you have that are foundational to moving forward. Because if something hasn't come to you, like manifesting, it's because you aren't in the energy field to receive it and have it come in. A relationship. Many of us who have not had the perfect love factor in our lives, why is that? We're not in the energy field to receive that. And there are things happening within us that have not been clarified, and we're actually at one level pushing it away, trying to bring it in, but pushing it away. So it's not about clearing all of that, it's being in the vibration that receives it fully. So if that's the case, how do you do that? Well, today we're not going to go into a full-blown exercise about that, but I want you to be aware of the expanded field around you right now that holds connection. In your heart, feel that sense that love can resolve anything. That there's something larger that your heart can hold that can resolve anything that you have not had clarity about, not been able to create or manifest. Your greater connection to love as a divine component for you will bring that to you. But just be aware that the greatest factor right now for you is to start to breathe that in as a foundation for your life. That love is always here. So take a moment. I'm in a garden right now. I'm always in a garden. Take a moment to just feel nature loving you. Feel the last time you were in nature. This is a representation of it. Feel the love that's there, the brilliance. Can you feel this sunflower just saying, I'm here for you? I'm purely connected to the sun for your benefit. Pouring it in to your life right now. Breathe that in. Know that this is foundational to your life, that you feel connected to that in any moment. And then whatever you put your intention on is on that wavelength. Where you're having difficulty with someone close to you, bring yourself into this wavelength first, and you have a new foundation for the co-creation with another person that matters to you, based on love. Based on love. Our lives can always be based on love. So let's do this. So in this week ahead, I also want to make an announcement that coming up this very Saturday is our 21-day immersion, accelerating your soul's infinite abundance field. It is a grand way for you to regroup, reestablish, retreat into this deeper place of connection to the resources that love and universal power have for you. Your abundance field, your soul's very abundance field, is available. It hovers above you like a hovercraft all the time. How to be able to bring that in more deeply, clearly, so it becomes a foundation for your life and not just something out there that you have to reach towards and you have no connection to. That is your greatest guidance factor, is the infinite abundant field that you live in, that wants to live in you. So be sure to look at the details to the side that describe that. Take advantage. For the price of one session with me, you will have 5 sessions with me and a group that knows your soul, loves your soul, and understands who you are, because they're right there with you. So this month will bring forth many new dimensions for you. Know that your guidance collective, the universe, and the infinite abundance field that you're connected to supports you 1,000% in bringing that forward. With my love and blessings for every little step you are taking to bring forward a greater energy field of love for this world. Now.